Here's check on stories we're following for you today on Robin Hood Radio. Well, we're just about there. The Eversource power outage report for this morning as of 5 a.m. Percentage of customers without power in the state is 0.13. In the northwest corner, Falls Village 0.15%, Cornwall 0.08%, Kent 0.14%, Norfolk nobody without power, North Canaan nobody without power, Salisbury 0.83%, Sharon 0.55%, and Torrington 0.7%. That is finally close to all people being restored with power more than 8 days after the tropical storm hit our area. We learned yesterday of the passing of Thomas Gerald Hussey, 76, of Furnace Road in Lakeville, who passed away August 6 at the Sharon Hospital. He was the husband of Nora Hussey. Tom was born February 12th in Ireland, the son of the late James and Mary Sullivan Hussey. In 1971, he married Nora. They moved to New York City in 1972 and then settled in Lakeville soon after. He then started the Hussey painting and decorating business in 1978 until his retirement. His biggest passion were his family, horse racing, friends, and his faith. Tom is survived by his wife of 49 years, Nora. He also leaves 3 children, Emmett Hussey, Maureen Pierce Hussey, and Tracy Hussey, as well as 5 grandchildren, Molly and Sean Hussey, Calden, Mary Grace, and Nama Hussey. He was predeceased by 4 brothers. A massive Christian burial will be celebrated on Thursday, August 13th at 11 a.m. in the morning at St. Martin Tours St. Mary, 79 Sharon Road in Lakeville. Burial is private at St. Mary's Cemetery in Salisbury. Calling hours will be tonight from 4 till 6 p.m. at the Kenny Funeral Home. A reception will follow at 7 p.m. at the Emmett Hussey Residence, 9 Ledgewood Road in Lakeville. Memorial contributions can be made to the Salisbury Volunteer Ambulance, P.O. Box 582, Salisbury, Connecticut, 06068. Yesterday was the beginning of the end, hopefully, of the power outage in Sharon. Sharon, affected worse than most towns in the state, had the highest number of people remaining without power yesterday morning. By yesterday midday, trucks were all over Sharon, finding power outages also where lines were down, transformers blown, and more. Hopefully, this will move up the times for power restoration for everybody in the Sharon area. Also yesterday, I received an email from Curtis Rand of Salisbury expressing his disappointment in the way Eversource has handled this power outage in our region. Rand went on to say that when the Northwest towns meet in their meeting, this should be topic number 1 to be addressed. Sharon Parks and Recreation presents the final of their Sharon Summer Concert Series. That happens tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Lions Pavilion at Veterans Field. Playing for tonight will be The Regulators, Americana, Country, and Blues. Now, there's limited youth activities. Strict social distancing will be enforced. If using the bathroom, a mask is required. The series is sponsored by the Sharon Parks and Recreation Commission. Governors from Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey have updated their travel advisory, implemented originally on June 24th at 11:59. People traveling into those states from states with a high spread of COVID-19 must quarantine for 14 days. Now, the only change in that list is the following, and that is Rhode Island, which was added to the list last week, was removed. Arkansas and New Mexico and Ohio were also removed from that list. Connecticut's Attorney General has called for PURA to expand an investigation into utility companies for their failed responses. The Attorney General continues to call for actions to hold Eversource and United Illuminating accountable for what he says, quote, their failed storm response, end quote. In a motion, the Attorney General is demanding that the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority open a contested case and prudence review, legal proceedings which would enable the Attorney General to make the strongest claims on behalf of ratepayers and the state, seek fines, penalties, and injunctive release, and oppose the utilities' request for profits and reimbursement of storm-related costs. Last week, PURE agreed to open an investigation to examine the measures that Eversource and United Illuminating took in preparation for the storm, which caused widespread power outages and lengthy service restoration timelines timelines, as well as reasons behind the clear misstep in response. Additionally, as part of Pure's investigation, Tong is asking for companies to provide detailed information regarding their storm preparation and management. He said he filed a motion last Thursday that urged Pure to expand its investigation to, quote, allow for the strongest and swiftest possible penalties, end quote. A Queens man led a pursuit of a stolen vehicle on the Taconic Parkway in Dutchess County. He now faces felony charges from police. 19-year-old was arrested after state police said he led a police pursuit in a stolen car on the Taconic State Parkway. J. Sean K. Brayboy was driving his Dodge Challenger on the parkway near 10 a.m. when troopers attempted to pull him over for a traffic stop. When he failed to stop, he led a pursuit. Spike strips were deployed in the area of Salt Point Turnpike to slow the vehicle down, but he continued to drive, exiting eastbound on Route 44, losing control of the vehicle and striking an unoccupied vehicle before crossing Route 44 and fleeing on foot, according to police. A Dutchess County Sheriff's Office deputy arrested him on Maston Road in Pleasant Valley. Soon, all New York passengers will have to wear a seatbelt, not just people in the front seat. All motor vehicle passengers will soon be required to wear a seatbelt in New York, regardless of their age, if they're sitting in the back seat. Current law requires all front seat passengers to wear the seatbelt, as well as those 16 and younger riding in the rear seat. That's about to change. Governor Cuomo signed legislation into law, expanding the seatbelt requirement to include all passengers, citing the safety benefits. The new seatbelt mandate for passengers will take effect on November 1st. Out of Stockbridge, Massachusetts, the Stockbridge Bowl public beach is closed temporarily because of a weekly sample for E. coli levels showed an increase over the safety threshold for freshwater beaches. The announcement was made by James L. Willits, Executive Director of the Tri-Town Health Department. The beach will remain closed to swimming until bacteria levels fall below the threshold, he said. Results of the new sample collected Tuesday will be available this morning, adding the closure affects only the town beach off Mountneck Road, not the rest of the lake. Our business brief is underwritten by Morgans at the Interlaken, interlakeninn.com, and also underwritten by Salisbury Bank, salisburybankandtrust.com. The Dow Jones Industrial Average will start off the day today at 27,686.91, down 104.53 yesterday. The NASDAQ starts off today at 10,782.82, down over 185 points. And the S&P 500 starts off today at 3,333.69, down 26.78. We'll take a look at the tri-state forecast. That'll come your way in just a few moments.